Assalamu alaikum. Okay, we're continuing the same story. That is the Merchant of Venice. So we were here. Shylock, do you hear? Will you lend the money? जब Antonio ने देखा that he's talking to himself, he's thinking in himself, and he did not answer to my question. So simultaneously he asks him, whether you want to lend me the money or not. If yes, so then give me. If not, then tell me. To this question, the Jew replied, Signor Antonio, on the Rialto many a time and often you have railed at me about my monies and my usuries, and I have borne it with a patient shrug, for sufferance is the badge of all our tribe. And then you have called me unbeliever, cutthroat dog, and spit upon my Jewish garments, and spurned at me with your foot, as if I was a cur. Well then, it now appears you need my help, and you come to me, and say, Shylock, lend me monies. Has a dog money? Is it possible a cur should lend 3,000 ducats? Shall I bend low and say, Fair sir, you spit upon me on Wednesday last. Another time you called me a dog, and for these courtesies I am to lend you monies. अब ये सारा कुछ उसको बोल देता है, बोलता है कि एंटोनियो, जो तुम मेरे साथ एक्सचेंज पे कर देते हो, वहाँ पे मुझे गालियाँ बकते हो, मेरे नाम से कुछ बोलते हो, मेरे कपड़ों पे थूक हो, मुझे कुत्ता बोलते हो, ऑल दैट स्टफ, और मेरे इंटरेस्ट लगाने पे मुझे बातें सुनाते हो, तो इज़ इट लाइक मुझे इन चीज़ों के लिए तुम्हारे साथ अच्छा रहना चाहिए, एंड आई शुड लेंड यू द money. So what does Antonio reply? Antonio replied, I am as like to call you so again, to spit on you again and spurn you too. Antonio is a very bold young man, and he just replies back that I'll do the same again and again. जो मैं यहाँ पे करता आ रहा हूँ, मैं यहाँ फिर भी इसके बाद पैसा लेने के बाद भी करूँगा. If you will lend me this money, lend it not to me as to a friend, but rather lend it to me as to an enemy, that if I break, you may with better face exact the penalty. क्या इसको बोलते बोलते don't lend me the money कि मैं तुम्हारे दोस्त आया हूँ तो तुम मुझे पैसा दो. नहीं, think कि मुझे इससे exactly पैसा लेना हुआ है और तुम एक दुश्मन को पैसा दे रहे हो. Why, look you, said Sherlock, how you storm. I would be friends with you and have your love. I'll forget the shames you have put upon me. I will supply your wants and take no interest for my money. अब ये जीव था, बहुत ही ख़तरनाक था, यहूदी था, तो इसके दिमाग में कुछ और ही चल रहा था. एंड व्हाट ही सेज टू एंटोनियो दैट ये मत बोलो, तुम कैसे वहाँ से आग बगोला हो गए. I want to be your friend, I want to make love to you, I want to give you money and never take interest on that. So this seemingly kind offer greatly surprised Antonio, and then Shylock, still pretending kindness and that all he did was to gain Antonio's love, again said he would lend him the 3,000 ducats and take no interest for his money. Only Antonio should go with him to a lyre and there sign in merry spot a bond, that if he did not repay the money by a certain day, he would forfeit a pound of flesh to be cut off from any part of his body. That Shylock pleased. क्या अब ये Antonio was surprised. He was surprised to see his kindness, though he was a Jewish man and was very unkind to everyone. Whether someone was in need or someone has not money, he was never kind to anyone. I'm talking about Shylock. But Antonio was very surprised looking at his kindness, but suddenly came out from his mouth that मैं आपको ये पैसे देने, I am going to lend you the money, 3,000 ducats, only if you come with me to my lawyer, and you have to give in writing that if you cannot pay me 3,000 ducats back on the following day, then I will just cut flesh from one part of your body. ठीक है? Content, said Antonio, I will sign to this bond and say there is much kindness in the Jew. तो एंटोनियो को पता थी मेरी जो ships हैं, they will come on time and I will repay him back. तो इसने बोला okay, done, that's all okay for me. तो he went with him. Bassanio grew angry when he heard this. He begged Antonio not to risk his life by signing this strange bond, but Antonio was perfectly sure he ran no risk and cheerfully agreed to the penalty. As soon as the bond was signed and the money taken, Bassanio left for Belmont. Bassanio को डर हो गया and he was very scared, and he requested Antonio not to sign this bond, but Antonio was very much knowing कि मेरी ships and they will arrive in time and I'll get the money and I'll just repay him back. तो उसने agree किया and he took the money, gave it to Bassanio, and Bassanio left for Belmont. There he succeeded in winning the hand of Portia, who indeed fell in love with him the moment she saw him and was happy to be asked to marry him. A day was fixed for the wedding. ठीक है, जब ये बेलमोंट पहुंच गया, वहाँ he succeeded in getting her hand, and she fell in love with him. And then the date was fixed, wedding date was fixed.